To this day.
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 What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Zhilei Zhang, Deontay Wilder. Get this, Zhilei Zhang warned former heavyweight champion will knock him out cold, okay? And Zhilei Zhang's coach said he likes the idea of Zhang taking on Deontay Wilder. He said that he could knock Deontay Wilder out, actually, because of the heavy hands and in the fast counters, okay? And this is what Malik Scott said, which is the trainer of Deontay Wilder. He said this, quote, "I like Zhang. What I really like is the system behind him. Sean George, one of the best up-and-coming trainers in boxing, one of the best up-and-coming trainers. We went to school together. How he's got Zhang boxing makes him a very dangerous guy. He's got him staying behind his front knee. He's got him countering any straight rights that come at him, and he's got him extremely patient. Deontay would knock Zhilei Zhang out cold. He's too big to get out of the way and let me counterpunch." The question I say is, how big was, or how bigger is Zhilei Zhang than Luis Ortiz? Because those are both southpaws, and I'm not talking about the now Ortiz. I'm talking about Ortiz 5 years ago. Because let's face it, I mean, all Ortiz, he's older. He was a guy that was fighting against time, if anything, okay? And how faster than you see Luis Ortiz than Zhilei Zhang? That's the question. I think Luis Ortiz is a better counterpuncher, but I also think Zhilei Zhang's bigger, but I think his hand speed is quicker. Okay, and the legs on Ortiz probably was good. Ortiz is a husky dude naturally, you know, and that husky young guy turned into a husky older guy. And Luis Ortiz fought the same way. He was always ready to counter based on the right hand because he was a southpaw, okay? And I think that's what Sean George is teaching him, like Malik Scott acknowledged that him doing. I think that pretty much goes both ways. Here's the thing. If you only depend on power, you're going to be knocked out by something else. Take, for example, George Foreman. George Foreman was a guy that actually depended on his power. He depended on bringing people down to their destruction. That's what he did. I mean, he hammered away with you until he just put you down. And when that didn't work, he crumbled. He didn't really have another option. He didn't have, okay, well, let me box. Okay, let me move. Let me counter. You know what I mean? Let me have some. He didn't have any of that. He didn't have a plan B or C or D or any of that. Okay, and I think the same happens to Wilder. Wilder knows the difference between Wilder. Wilder, I think, has more heart, and he's just going to go when he's going to go. But ultimately, you know, what Tyson Fury took 11 rounds to do with Deontay Wilder in his last defeat, Muhammad Ali did in 8, okay? But it was the same situation. The same way, because it was just, he just got beat down and he had no other option or he had no other game plan to follow. Whereas Zhilei Zhang, I think, if they fight, Zhilei Zhang, if he doesn't get caught, if he brings the fight to Deontay Wilder like he did Joe Joyce, it's anybody's fight. Simply because I think Zhilei Zhang is aggressive, and I think he's pretty much a bigger version of Luis Ortiz, but a slight younger than Luis Ortiz, but equally dangerous. Because, see, now Wilder, being 38 years old, is fighting a guy that's 40 years old, like Luis Ortiz was 5 years ago, right? And he's going to have to deal with that type of person again versus, okay, Robert Arlenius or Tyson Fury. Now I got to deal with another slick or experienced, rather, southpaw. Now, to be fair, Deontay Wilder could just be good enough because of the 2 fights that really got him the name and recognition behind the Anthony Joshua name calling, okay? What he physically did with Luis Ortiz put him really on the map legitimately for fighting top guys, right? That was the thing. Maybe he knows the sweet spot to a southpaw. Okay, so we have to mention that and be fair. Look, Wilder could see that shot. And then he could line that shot up for Zhilei Zhang, and Zhilei Zhang may come in and lights out. But then if Zhilei Zhang can get out of reach of that right hand, and if he can avoid that right hand cautiously, patiently, like Sean George has taught him to be, that could be a very difficult fight. In fact, a dangerous fight for Deontay Wilder. Okay, so him saying that Deontay Wilder could knock out Zhilei Zhang, he probably could when he catches him and when and if he catches him right. But the flip side is a guy with rapid fire hand speed like Zhilei Zhang, could give Wilder all types of problems, especially when he hurts him. Okay, and that's something that I want to discuss before wrapping up the video. Wilder gets hurt, okay, and then he just pretty much loses all idea of defense. He just puts his guard up and just braces whatever comes from the other opponent, which is dangerous. So let's say you get hit, like Wilder could get hit, he'll just do this. That tells you, I'm hurt. I've been hit with something that I didn't expect, and I really don't know what else to do besides put my hands up. So that's what Wilder does, okay? So he puts his hands up like this, and then Zhilei Zhang is going to punch right through those fucking guards like somebody like George Foreman, okay? So those scenarios can happen very easily, okay? Because we ain't forgot about the Tyson Fury fight. You guys tell me what you think of Malik Scott warning Zhilei Zhang that could be knocked out cold by Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!